welcome. We are playing Rising Angels Judgment, a long-going franchise overall. Called Rising Angels, of course. We played, I do believe, all of the previous games. If you want to check any of that, playlist in the description as per usual. Now let's see, because this is, well, a heavy situation we are in. Hopefully we can continue on successfully here. I guess we are getting into the third character, so again, I will not be changing voice for that. That's it. Let's get to it. Late. Of course they are late. Why would a bunch of criminals be on time? Everyone knows that 5 minutes early is 10 minutes late. No one thinks that. 20 minutes late, completely unacceptable. Huh? We're going to end up being late to the start of the hearing. They're going to be convicted, and I'm going to end up with the blame. Not like they have much of a chance, even if they weren't lazier than Yoi, giving their representation to a sergeant on her third case, and then only giving that sergeant a 30-minute preparation time before the start of the first day of the hearing. They are completely and utterly screwed. I hope they made their peace, because not even Náme, the junior prodigy, can save some drug smugglers from themselves. Junior prodigy, my ass. I would never trust someone who calls themselves a prodigy. Says a person that called themselves the Magic Solitaire Prodigy. God damn it. That's why I don't trust myself, that's true. I should feel bad, but I don't. I want to be out on the streets, looking for bad guys and bringing scum to justice, not trying to make a board see that a bunch of criminals are worth our time. I've only worn the brown uniform of a judicial sector number 4 for a few months now, but making the change from junior SITO to junior detective was the best decision I ever made. Sure, the pay is drastically lower. There is no prestige and my days consist of sitting around an office and filling paperwork for other people, but how am I supposed to tell my family that I washed out on my first mission? And Anton, Yoi, as annoying as they were, I begrudgingly annoyed my partners, but there was no way I could keep doing what they wanted me to do. Did I say I begrudgingly annoyed? I begrudgingly enjoyed. Sorry. They don't understand how is Natalie, your mom, going to get my reasoning. Excuse me? I'm real busy now. For chitter-chatter, flight officer. I'm sorry, I was just hoping you were in the judicial representative I was supposed to meet. You're the drug peddling criminal? You're 9, maybe 10 at most? I'm a hobban. Okay, so you are 9, maybe 10-year-old hobban. You can't possibly be the one I was sent here to meet. Whatever the heck a hobban is. Is she a human kid? It must be the effect of the drugs on her mind. I feel a pang of pity that whoever forced her into this must not have known what it would do to her. I'm almost 19. Of course you are. This is a little less bleak than before. If this kid really is the one I'm supposed to be defending, I'm golden. There's no way any hearing board is going to judge kid to any sort of prison sentence. I don't even have to fake putting any sort of effort into this, and my reputation will still increase for defending the girl my predecessor thought undefendable. Huh. Kid or not, you're still late. Let's get going so we can get you free. You mean it? Duh, it's my job. 1 second, I need to go get my commander. Sure, bring along the whole party. What sort of commander lets a toddler join their crew and then manipulate it? Get manipulated. Here he is Commander Hackett, current shipmaster of the KSS Nimross. Commander, this is... I'm sorry, I didn't catch the sergeant's name. Náme Puccile. Okay, actually, if Natalie is around, we need to actually change the voice for this one. Something like... Ha! When I picture the Dartback's commander using his dirty work, I didn't picture you, Saul. I'm really not a kid. That should tell you we're at least... we are at least somewhat... Where are... what? That should tell you we are at least somewhat innocent. Hey, I recognize that grin. It's the same one your sister always gives when she's about to make my life difficult.
Hey, I like to be compensated for my work, and telling Natalie that I have to protect you from misconduct charges is going to be priceless.
Then go ahead and tell her we're over here, Natalie.
Is that name I hear?
Yeah, come say hi to your sister.
Hey, what you doing here? Did Command send you here to help me with my investigation? I always knew we'd be able to work a case together. Hey. I knew she had to find out one day. I knew that my big sis was going to find out that I'm not a SITO like her anymore. Why are you wearing that uniform?
But that day was always out there somewhere.
Tomorrow, sometime in the future, just before never, but at least several days past today. Think, how do I get out of this? I quit and now I'm deep undercover. Just be truthful. I quit and I'm with the judicial sector. I'm wearing the uniform, the rank insignia, and she is not stupid enough to fall for any lie I could think of right now.
I quit my position and transferred
to be sergeant in the judicial sector.
Yeah, and?
Well, at least I can be on time. You are almost 30 minutes late. We'll talk about that after the hearing. We're going to be late. That's my line!
She goes riding off as confident as ever. Ever since we were little, she's always tried to be so bold and strong. Even with Sol around, there was little doubt when the leader of the group of friends are. Who? Why am I messing up so badly with reading today? Who the leader is? God damn it. Glad to know being involved in criminal activities hasn't humbled her any. I really hope she doesn't make this more difficult than it already is. Who am I kidding?
Natalie, my hearing is in the courtroom in the Justice Building.
I know!
But where are you heading towards the main gate? I will have to arrest you if you're trying to make a break for it. Haha, whoops. You really haven't changed, come along.
So what do you think of our chances?
Circo was just assigned to your case 10 minutes before your shuttle landed. I'd say your best hope is that your little flight officer is actually a billionaire and able to bribe the hearing officers.
Bad, bad?
10 minutes!
I'm sorry, 10 minutes?
This makes sense. What part of this makes sense to you, Natalie? Who in your chain of command did you outrage this time?
Intelligence Director Sora Deutsche.
You're kidding me!
Seriously, she called me up when I went back to do one last cleaning of the lab.
Oh, fuck. Show some professionalism and refrain from accusing in front of your kid sidekick. I'm not a kid, Sergeant, I told you that.
She's a Hoban. You've met a Hoban before, remember?
Okay, she's a Hoban. If I go in there and portray her as a sympathetic kid who didn't understand what she was doing, she's going to get a lot more sympathy than saying she's a Hoban officer who was running a smuggling ring.
Oh. That's lying for.
It's not lying if it is marketing. We're already in enough trouble that we need every advantage we can get to give you all a chance.
Have you even reviewed the basics of our cases?
Nope. All I know is that she's in trouble for fraud and possible drug smuggling, and you all are being linked to her and charged with similar charges or gross misconduct.
We are fucked. Lovely.
How are you going to defend us in there if you don't know anything?
I scolded the young girl, upset that she's coming. You know what? I mean, if instead complaining how they are supposedly late, she would, duck into the documents, we wouldn't be in this trouble that much. I mean, she would at least know what's going on. Just pointing this out. I scolded the young girl, upset that she's coming into the situation with absolutely no idea of what awaits her. This is going to be challenging if none of them know how to play the game. A rookie defending the naive. How the hell am I going to tell mom that I let Natalie go to prison?
All you need to listen is to listen, because I'm not going to explain this again. I can't believe you're going to do into this completely blind.
Look, that's our line. I only found out that I was being charged this morning.
No excuses.
I know a little bit. This isn't a criminal trial, correct?
The basics of the basics. Right now, none of you are being accused of any crimes. Even though highly suspect you've committed a dozen criminal offenses, and I'll find out what they are. The Cartesian directorship doesn't automatically charge and arrest you. They don't? Of course not. It's part of our older traditions of individualism. What must be proven is malicious intent, damage against the Cartesian directorship, indirect proportion to gain, and actual legality. If you do something wrong, but it doesn't hurt anyone or benefits the directorship, you can be acquitted. That's why all the judges are senior command officials. They must be convinced that you're one of the good guys. Even if you did a bad thing, you still might be punished, but it is always assumed that your punishment is proportional. And if judges are unreasonable, you have to believe the system works.
And it never does.
I hope you've learned that since your time stuck in that swamp.
Is that why you're now wearing a judicial uniform?
Hey.
You two can have your sister and talk later. How do we defend ourselves to the judge?
Yeah, well, all we need to do is stay focused. You three won't defend yourself to the judge except for a direct statement prior to their final decision. Defending you is my job as one of the 2 judicial sergeants. Basically, I'm going to... 2? What do you mean 2? I'm going to go through every scrap of evidence I can get my hands on to make a valid case that you're in the right. Even if you're completely scumbags, I have to make sure your side of the story is heard. I'm trusting you. That you all aren't like that, and Natalie just went on one of her heroic crusades again.
Yep, she sure did.
Thanks all. On the other side of the room is the other sergeant. They're going to...
Whoa.
They're going to be gather evidence as well, except unlike me, they're going to be looking at everything you've done wrong and try to pin you as the worst of the worst. Between the 2 of us, the truth should reveal itself. This will allow the judge to make an informed decision and rule on where everything goes from there. And if they find us guilty? Depends what charge you get struck carrying. If it is something minor, your commanding officer will determine the punishment fitting. Docked pay, removal or position, transfer, just a bad mark on your performance report. If it is a serious offense, I'll have to place you under arrest and you'll go to a full judicial trial where things will be a lot more punishing and you'll likely spend time in prison. We want to keep minor offenses at a low level, smuggling not really a minor offense, so we want to find a way to drop that, so something like fraud, waste and abuse. Okay.
Stay strong, Kylie. If there is anyone who knows the rules inside and out, it is Name.
And if there is anyone who knows how to break all the rules inside and out, it's Natalie. I'm still cleaning up after you. I could be going to jail today. Not at all, I just finished telling you that my job is gathering information to portray you in a good light. I haven't gotten testimonies from any of the crew, I haven't looked at the ship, I haven't reviewed any of your operating logs. Today is just to formally declare that a hearing has been declared. Officially nominate the 2 information gatherers, inform you of your rights. If you have a judgment declared in 2 weeks, I'll be surprised.
Why?
Because you're involved, I somehow doubt this is going to be an open and closed case.
Good instincts.
Good experience.
You're probably not going to believe half of it, for.
I'm not the one who needs to be convinced. I'm just going to put forward the best defense I can with the information given to me. Remember that before you all start playing, I have a secret.
Secret? What do you mean?
2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. Look, just try and be adorable in there and let me do the talking.
I would prevent defending myself and my crew in there.
I would prefer you to call off this a little more serious and try to let the expert do their job. Trust me, I've done this a few times before and I know all of the paperwork. I trust you.
Just don't make us me sign a confession.
Like that. Don't say things like that. It makes you look suspicious. Just shut up and look adorable.
Me? Adorable.
He's right. Why are we in a church-looking place for? Yeah, definitely would say this is church, not somewhere that we would have a trial. Contrary to the attitude and ignorance shown our way here. Not like I was anyway in any part of my life on a trial. So yeah, I wasn't in a place like that even. Contrary to the attitude and ignorance shown on our way here, the three of them follow orders remarkably well. Maybe the fact that their futures and those of the rest of their crewmen are on the line here is finally starting to sink in. I want to review the massive file that was handed to me about their charges, but I know the second, and I mean the millisecond, I turn my attention away from her. Natalie is going to try and take advantage of the situation. She's worse than Yoi ever was when it comes to letting passion guide her.
Okay, maybe not that bad. I doubt anyone was as bad as the spastic elf.
Wait, was I saying Zuri? It was Yoi who was annoying as fuck, that's true. Or was it the same person? Was she Yoi Zuri? Was she named that? I fucking don't remember. It's been so long since I played the Raising Angels. It's so funny. Okay, let's quickly have a look. Rising Angels. We played this game in, holy crap, in 2018. No wonder I don't remember. Was it really that long ago? I can't believe it was that long ago. Let's see. Yoi. Yeah, it must have been Yoi. I really didn't like her. Or was it not her? Fuck, I don't remember anymore. You confused me now. Whatever. A little part of my mind is curious how she's doing. I could call her up and see how she's getting along without me, but I have enough awkward conversation in my life just being me. Yeah, just go call up my ex after I screamed at her and Anton that they were corrupt SITO. Wait, are you from this other game? Come on. Faster, browser. Come on, YouTube. Anton. Oh, it's you! Name! Oh my god, I forgot about this game. It's another one from IDHAS Studio. Anton's Vacation. Oh yeah, there was name like... Okay. By the way, name was not really likable as well. Anywho. I didn't know they were related with Natalie. What the heck? Still. Hey sis. Are you done filling out the transfer paperwork? No, but... Short on time here. Could you please get it finished? Who is that? Natalie motions the pale-skinned girl on the other side of the room watching us. Oh, that's Sergeant Náme Puccile. She's going to be the one attempting to root out the evidence of the crimes. Is she a spirit? I've never seen anyone like her before. Spirit? No, she's very much alive. Hey Newt, go over here and introduce yourself. That's not necessary. I'm sure I'll get plenty of time to meet her during the investigation. If you insist. What is she doing? Taking notes on your behaviors. Could you please finish this up? Time's ticking. Are you taking notes? Of course. Why do you think I have this data pad?
Let me see that.
Natalie! She forcefully pulls my data pad and looks over the doodles I've been making for the past few minutes. Why are you drawing pictures of whatever this is? I can't give that back. You're supposed to be taking notes. Mental notes, you know, I've never forgotten a single thing. When is Saul's birthday? Just hurry up and fill out your forms. I stride away from her and take my seat next to Newt. Ooh, hello there.
It's nice to see you again, Sergeant Puccile. I was quite happy to see that your name had been put on the Defense Sergeant.
Wanted an easy win, huh?
Oh no, I was worried that I'm not going to discover the truth of what happened with some of the other investigative sergeants.
You're too honest. You're supposed to tell me that you're enjoying the fact that I've had no time to review anything more than the charges.
Me neither. Sergeant Wilson was supposed to be handling the case, but his grandmother passed away yesterday and he's heading back home.
I'm sorry to hear that. You probably shouldn't have told me that either.
Sorry.
As much as I'm sorry to hear Wenzelton's grandma passed away, she couldn't have done it at a better time. Wow. There's no way that Natalie would have had any chance against a senior investigator with a good record of getting his charges carried. Newt's still my senior, but she's far too innocent to be a Carthaginian law enforcer. She'd be crushed in a second if she ever was a SITO.
She's your sister.
Older one.
I'm sorry, but I won't be able to hold back. If she's guilty, I'm going to have to show it.
Relax, if she's truly guilty, then she's not my sister. Oh, fuck you, name. The sister I love would never commit evil. Push some boundaries sometimes to go a bit too far, but never do something truly heinous. Are you taking notes on what I'm saying?
I was going to talk to you later to build up a character image of her anyway.
Then we'll talk later. I think it's best if we wait for the hardcore investigation until after the official start.
If you say so.
She goes back to scratching on her data pad. She's my mortal enemy in protecting Natalie, but I do hope she puts everything she has into this fight.
Orange to the presiding official, Commander of the Courts, Mercurial Young of the 44th Judicial Command.
Please be seated, Sergeant in charge of the prosecution.
Sir, Sergeant Newtrick, sorry for the prosecution.
Thank you, Sergeant in charge of the defense. There's a bit of a sneer in his voice and a flash of concern crossed my mind. Am I getting the jitters, or was that really the feeling that I've been set up? From the glare I'm getting from the old elf sitting at the head of the round table, probably a bit of both. The only thing keeping me from losing a few degrees of my cool is that the thought that an elf named their kid Mercurial. Classic elf name, right?
Sir, Sergeant Náme Puccile for the defense.
Will the accused step forward and introduce themselves?
Flight Officer Kyle Migi, and then Nimross's quartermaster and engineer.
Vice Commander Sol Hackett, acting shipmaster of the KSS Nimross and representative for the crew.
Natalie Puccile, Major Special Investigations, Tactics Officer, current Operations Director for Nimross.
There it's again. The second said that she was a SITO. The faintest smile tugged at his lips. There's nothing funny about it, but it's cracking him up. So they assign Newt as percussion, and the jerk who must think it funny that a SITO is being brought up on charges and her younger sister have to defend her. Maybe that balances it out.
Flight Officer Kyle Migi, step forward.
Sir?
You stand before me accused of smuggling, illegal drug use, dereliction of that duty, theft of government property, criminal negligence, lying on official reports, and countless other charges. A full list has been provided to you. How do you plead?
She pleads not guilty of any wrongdoing, Commander.
Yeah, I've done nothing wrong.
You're probably done a lot wrong, but it's my duty to try and prove you meant well. If she can't hold her own up here, then my job just got both a lot easier and infinitely harder at the same time.
Very young, you may return. Vice Commander Sol Hackett, Major Natalie Puccile, please step forward. Your crew is charged with duplication, smuggling, gross misconduct, and conduct unbecoming Carthaginian officers. What is your plea? Not guilty, sir. These charges are false and do not properly represent the situation. Major Puccile, do you stand by the shipmaster's claim of innocence?
Of course, we've done nothing wrong.
Ooh, I was worried for when she'd say they had done something wrong, but it was the right thing to do. That's not up for her to decide, and I don't want the commander getting upset with her.
Very well, you may return.
I lean back in my chair. The next part is the part I've heard 1,000 times. Free, technically, whatever. He's going to talk about how it's going to be an official investigation and to cooperate with us. Blah 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 blah. All the formalities of preparing to kick off this investigation. Very rarely in my years in judging have I ever had such a clean-cut case of guilt. Few so proudly wear the lies and deceit on their shoulders. Odd opening, maybe be something new. Must be something new, must be something new.
Criminals like you, scum of our fathers that sit before me, are hard to root out of this world. Many hide in the shadows, try to conceal their deeds behind fabrication and smoke screens. But when I see you sitting there before, not even having the gall to hang your heads in shame, I know a judgment must be passed without hesitation.
Okay, I was hoping he was going to go into a speech about not judging people without seeing evidence, but that's clearly not where he's going.
Excuse me, sir, but...
Sit down, Sergeant!
Yes, sir.
Should be, go fuck yourself, sir.
As I was saying, your guilty is clear as the sky outside. I'm ready to give you the fate you deserve.
You said we're going to jail today, Sergeant.
Do something, Náme. Natalie's eyes are fixed on the man, threatening her fate, but the hatred that should be boiling behind them is still. She's observing, almost like she was expecting something like this. I sure as hell am not. I didn't run from one corrupt organization to watch another one steal away my sister.
Sir, I haven't had a chance to review the evidence and provide a proper defense. This is clear bias.
Against guilty criminals, speak out your turn. Sergeant Puccile and you will join them on trial.
It's okay, Natalie. Natalie? It's okay, Náme, it should say, but...
No, it isn't. This is justice. Sir! Sergeant Puccile is correct. I wish to review the evidence as well to give you a proper case.
There is no need.
Newt looks as boggled as I am at this. Commander Young has always been fair and just. In my last two cases, he rarely speaks as we present evidence, only raising his voice to clarify a position or ask for evidence. Why the hell is he doing this?
Is there anything we can do? Can we demand a retrial?
Please, I don't want to go to jail. Because there's just hearing to determine charges to be set against you. We can't appeal it. We'll have to accept this and present our defense at your criminal trial.
So, we are to be brought forward for crimes we have not committed.
It will be a lot harder to defend yourself as well. Here we can make the cases that certain charges shouldn't even be brought forward. Any charge there is considered viable. If you did do any smuggling or stealing, it will be considered only maliciously. At that point, they just have to prove it you did it, not the intent behind it.
We're basically guilty then.
I'm sorry. Maybe you want to chip in idea, Natalie?
I think.
You think what?
Here is not the place to say it.
Here is that place you have to say something before we talk across bars and class.
Newt is still trying to argue with him, to at least allow her to make an opening statement, but that's getting shot down as well. Those pale eyes keep shooting over to me for help, but I've got nothing for this either. There is nothing. Corruption wins again.
That's enough from both sergeants. I'll pass judgment.
Natalie,
forgive me for letting you down.
I'm sorry as well.
We all made the bet. We'll have to lie in.
The little Hoban girl is sobbing, her plea being closed behind a wall of tears, damn it.
Justice dies today.
Maybe not quiet yet.
You'll finally pick up a way to escape. I'm not going to help you fight the judicial sector and become a fugitive.
I think my birthday present from Director Deutsche just arrived.
Your birthday present?
That reminds me, I need to find her a birthday present I can give her in prison, oh boy. Oh, that bitch. I turn to see the green Draemon with massive wings and a uniform I don't recognize striding boldly forward towards me. Those colors mean she's Space Sector, but it isn't a uniform style I'm familiar with. Zuri, I'm glad to see you. I'm not. I mean, she might save our ass, but I hate her so much.
Sorry, Blade! You weren't worried about me, were you?
No, that's why I gave you this voice.
How could she be worried about you if none of you were supposed to be here for this part of the hearing?
It's always nice seeing my brave protector along.
I'm sorry, but who are you? Step forward, tell us your name and your purpose of interrupting.
Oh, my name is Zuri, and about an hour ago I was the security officer for the Nimross.
You promised me that you were going to say on.
I did, but my duty break you meant I had to do something.
What is your current position?
Oh, I guess I'm now Vice Admiral Zuri. I did the camp to Intelligence Director Sora Deutsche.
Is that what she was trying to let me know?
Vice Admiral? Really? Such a dumb boss?
Why do you look so surprised? It's barely a promotion from my old position.
It's a massive promotion from Lieutenant.
Her voice drops as she whispers.
It's only temporary. I took it as part of the deal so I could protect you all.
Is the warrior starting to learn new stances?
Ho, I don't deserve this, but you bear the burden to protect my love.
And which person here is your love?
I've been trying to call you and tell you in the news.
Major, Sergeant, the commander's still not looking happy.
Your rank matters not only your guild. Your arrival here simply means that we do not have to send security to apprehend you.
His casual dismissal isn't going to work here. I can see that twinge of anxiety in his face as he worries about direct attack I'm going to send his way. Too bad, old man! I'm not going to let this one slide. I don't know why nobody thought to tell me that they had a Vice Admiral in their ranks, but I can adapt. adapt to my new hand.
Her rank changes everything. GSI law states that if a Vice Admiral or higher is to be involved in a hearing to determine charges leviated against them, the hearing board must be comprised of at least 3 members, with 2 of those members being equal or greater rank.
Vice Admiral Halsey and Walter McCamarkick normally handles these high-ranking cases, but both will be unavailable for 2 weeks.
This is preposterous. I'll pass judgment on the wake here today.
Oh, it's the law! We are the ones who are tasked to uphold it, are we not?
For a heartbeat, the commander looks utterly confused at what I've said, like the words are finally starting to get through to him in some sort of foggy haze.
Upholding Kataji. Yes, that is the law, and it is what I am sworn to protect very well. We'll recess for 2 weeks and you are able to assemble a proper board.
And imagine his vine on the forehead, like about to pop, by the way. He's so pissed.
During the Defense Sergeant Náme Puccile, you are expected to gather information and be prepared to make your cases upon resumption of the hearing.
Also, you can basically hear his teeth like about to break.
So I can see the shimmer of evil on the people here. My colleagues may not be so keen. Nevertheless, I will not tolerate additional delays to justice.
Yeah, dude, you are corrupt as fuck, so shut up.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The hearing is suspended until then dismissed.
Am I not going to jail today?
Not today, not ever. I promise I'd make you into a fine officer, and I'm not going to allow them to tend your rehabilitations so easily.
Yes, sir.
You arrived in time, just in time, you stupid piece of shit. Zuri.
Sora told me that she was expecting something like this to happen, but I didn't think so many corrupt officers had taken hold.
I don't think he wants to arrest us. You could have fooled me. I think this might be related to what happened with Kylie.
Hold that thought for later. I'm going to rip every shred of information about what the hell is going on out of your heads in the next 2 weeks. Until then, I need you all to wait outside while I exchange notes with Newt.
Shouldn't she get to hear this as well?
You can tell her when she does her inquiry. Until then, I want her untainted impression of what just happened. I'll be right back.
I shuffle over to where Newt is cleaning up her papers. Each stack is spaced the exact same distance apart on the table, and she's delicately stacking them back up in what must be a proper order. Doesn't she know she could just throw them together to save time? No?
Sergeant Rixory.
Oh my gosh, name! Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. I swear, Commander Young has never done that before.
You didn't hear anything about this from your officer or Wenselton?
Nothing. Nobody has ever done anything like this. Even when the lieutenant last year ran over his supervisor screaming that he was going to kill him, we still did a short hearing to prove it wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accidental assault. I'm going to go back to my office and see if anyone knows anything.
Try to be discreet about it. You don't want to risk getting pulled off the case if this is a conspiracy.
I'll be careful. Thanks for thinking about me.
I'm more worried for Natalie's sake, but I can't tell her that. Newt is honest, the next person might not be.
Thank goodness that Lieutenant Zuri showed up when she did. Sorry, Vice Admiral Zuri. When I was looking over materials this morning, she was still just a lieutenant. And that outfit as well, do you recognize it?
I'm afraid not.
I'm going to inquire with her about it. There is so much about her that I don't understand.
Understanding is part of our job, is it not?
I'm going to get to the bottom of it so we all can understand. Do you have any clues that might help me?
I think Director is involved with her I think Director Deutsche is involved with her presence here. I don't know anything. What was the question? Do we have any clues? Do we tell her or do we not? You know what? I kinda like her. She's like, you know, she stood on our side. I feel like we can tell her. Probably the more, the better.
It has to do with Director Deutsche. I don't think she'd just randomly appoint some lieutenant to that important of position.
I wonder if there is some sort of immoral behavior going on with them.
I think the immoral behavior is going on between her and my sister.
Ah! Oh, are they? Like that?
Like that?
You know, like,
Girlfriends? Sexual relationship?
I could light the room with nothing more than the radiant red in her cheeks as she nods.
I guess so. I haven't had a chance to talk with her about her love life. Could you ask her for me? I don't think that's really my place to ask. You're an investigator. For all you know, the Dreamon is actually the mastermind and is using her body to seduce my sister in committing criminal acts. Fine. I give you my word that I'll ask her and give you whatever answer she gives me. Thank you so much, you're the best! You know, I could just be covering for her, right? This is grossly irresponsible. I know, but I have always been able to see people's hearts. It's hard not to trust the golden shimmer yours gives off.
Meh. I see like completely black.
Okay. See you later, Sergeant Puccile. I look forward to working with you. Same. See ya.
Golden Heart. Surely is too naive to be in this line of work. Hopefully Natalie hasn't wandered off already. Well, who knows? We might be finding out in the next episode. That's right, we are ending for today. I'm gonna go work out and wish you a wonderful day right now. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I really do hope you enjoyed the episode. Consider liking the video if you did. As per usual, that's always super appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe of course. It's always nice to have people around, new people around, people who stick around and so on. And here's the question: have you ever participated in any way in a trial? I'm curious. Like, you know, in the stands or something like that. To be honest, I don't really know. Like, I feel like in US it works completely different. I think in US people are called to kind of together decide the outcomes. That's a thing, I think, right? Or whatever, but well, over here it's not like that. I mean, we don't get to do that. So yeah, I was never on a trial in any sort of way. But you can tell me if you were. Curious. And I'm curious how exactly it works. Also Twitch, Twitter, Instagram in the description. If you're into any of that stuff, consider following me there as well. Links, as always, are down in the description. So is the link to the game, of course, on itch.io. So, let's end it. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Raising Angel's Judgment. Bye-bye.